Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th through March 3rd, 2024. We're already getting almost through the first quarter of 2024, which is amazing, terrifying. I don't know. It's things are moving fast, certainly. At least it seems that way here. This is a reading for you if you are Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, or have some other significant Leo placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And also if you're returning to this channel, welcome back. I hope you guys find the reading this week to be helpful. Those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I do a full horoscope spread that looks at all areas of life. And thus, because it is such a broad-reaching reading, there's going to be aspects of each house that do not apply to you. Some will apply, some won't apply. So take whatever resonates and leaves the rest. So for example, if I have a house about self-employment and you are not self-employed, that particular aspect of the house is probably not the one that applies to you. So take everything as it resonates. There's going to be aspects of the 5th and 7th house that have to do with looking for love. If you're already in a stable relationship, then you're not looking for love. The other aspects will apply. So, and so on and so forth. If you do like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Definitely leave me a comment leave me a comment if you would like to. You don't have to. And also, please, if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, I may be changing up the schedule in which I put these videos out. So you want to be informed about when new videos are coming out. If you do check in with these every week, I may start alternating. I may do a general reading every other week, or just do these every other week. I don't know. I'm trying to do that because I want to make sure I'm keeping up with doing these. I don't like cramming a whole lot of readings in one particular day. So because because then I feel like I'm rushing through, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so this is based on the 12 houses of astrology, and as I've mentioned, and the cards that I'm using the Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck. That is my primary deck that I have been using for the last 37 years, and I will corroborate that and clarify those cards with a tarot deck. And in this case, I am using the Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. And then I will clarify at the end with an oracle card, and it will be this week from the Black Moon astrology cards. So, okay. I do have links in the description below to my website, to my social media, and other stuff. So if any of that interests you, take a look down there. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Okay, first house, Leo, this has to do with Aries energy. So this is personality, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you, what you want people to see. Okay, we have Nephthys with the 10 of Swords. So you're going through some kind of an ending here, okay? Something has definitely come to an end. Now, it could be a painful ending, doesn't have to be. Sometimes 10 of Swords is a relief, okay? It can happen when, just something that maybe we've been hanging on to that's been tormenting us for a long time. And in the first house, this is probably a belief about ourselves, okay? This is some aspect of ourselves that that has been maybe gone, or just isn't us anymore, or has changed, and now we are ready to finally let it go. Now, you have it with Nephthys, though. So Nephthys would indicate this is a card of withdrawal. Like, Nephthys is not obvious. There's sort of a cloudy element to it. It's very Neptunian. So there may be aspects of yourself like this, like you may be going through this and you're probably not showing it to other people. Nephthys, though, also is a strong psychic energy. So you may find that you're more intuitive these days, that you're more connected in with your feelings, or maybe you're having dreams, the different things that may be connecting you to some kind of a intuitive gift that you have. But there's definitely this sense of, there's definitely a big transformation that's going on here with the 10 of Swords. And I feel like it's the sense of something that has burdened you is finally over. So this is very good energy. But yeah, I feel right now you maybe still be processing this, and maybe this is something that's more felt intuitively, experienced through dreams and so forth. And, so maybe not something that you're showing to people quite so readily. But anyway, not a bad thing. I think actually this is a very good thing. It's like, okay, something's ended and you're taking this time out to figure yourself out. Second house is Taurus energy. Taurus is about finances, particularly personal finance. Taurus can also have to do with your values and also your material possessions. It's Venus energy, Taurus, the house of Taurus. Okay, so you have Osiris with the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands can indicate that you've been struggling with money. This could be, internal struggles. You could be struggling about issues around money, or it could be about competition for resources with somebody else. Maybe you feel like you're competing with somebody else for money, or maybe you just have other people who are giving a lot of input into what you should be doing with your money. And Osiris here says that you have stable judgment. It also indicates your financial situation is stable. So if you have been struggling with money worries, this is saying not to worry. Things are in fact stable for you. Now, stable can just mean that you are slowly, steadily building on a stable foundation, and not necessarily like, oh, wow, it's going to massively change and tons of money is going to come in. But you're also not in a position to be losing anything either. So, so definitely a very solid grounding here. And I feel like there may be, whether this is something reflected by you or something happening in the external world, I feel like there may be people who are, maybe creating, it could be just that other people may have input into your financial situation. Oftentimes this can be family or, maybe even close friends who are saying, oh, oh, you did this. Oh, well, So if you've made a change recently, they might say, oh, well, are you going to lose money on that? Is it going to be that? So they may create a kind of internal conflict that is really unnecessary, okay? But the Wands, Five of Wands is a very lighthearted kind of quarrel and argument. It's not a serious coming to blows, everything's going to blow up kind of argument. This is more of a playful competition. Sometimes this is people who cause conflict in the sense of wanting to be helpful, but it may be a case sometimes of too many cooks spoil the broth. So, so take that as it resonates there. Third house is Gemini energy. This is about communications, messages that are coming in. It's going to have to do with self-employment in your own business. If you are engaged in your own business or thinking about starting one, it can have to do with sibling relationships, brother-sister relationships, and this can also have to do with short distances, it sounds weird to say it. I don't know why. I always want to say short-term travel, but that's not really what it is. It's short distance travel. So if you're traveling someplace that's like, I don't know, an hour away, an hour and a half away or something like that, it's short distance travel, potentially. However, we've got the devil with Horus here. Okay, so to me, this indicates a family situation, perhaps connected to a sibling, but doesn't have to be. But Horus has strong family energy. And the devil can indicate toxic ties of some kind. So the devil would be, it doesn't have to necessarily be the person. There could be a toxic belief surrounding something. And again, Horus can suggest a family situation, but it can also have to do something having to do with healing and also potentially with creativity. Horus is Leo energy, and it rules all of that. The sun is Capricorn energy. So this is, there's the sense here that maybe there's been messages about some kind of a past situation from which you need to break the tie. If this does have to do with business, I feel like you may have a lot of creative ideas, but you may have ideas about money or about how to proceed that are actually holding you back. There could also be people in the environment who are, to whom there are unwanted or needed attachments here. Maybe that's what's happening in your financial sector. But I feel more like this may be beliefs about, like what's coming into my mind is somebody who maybe wants to start their own business, but maybe there's certain family beliefs, ancestral beliefs that are holding them back, making them think, oh, but no, if I don't do things in a certain way, if I don't have if I don't have $50,000 to invest in something, I can't start a business. There could be some beliefs that may come from a family situation that are holding you back. So those may need to be examined. But this can also indicate an ability with Horus to overcome past beliefs and things that are holding you back, potentially codependencies and things like that as well. So consider all of this kind of stuff. If you're not starting your own business, then this could just be messages that are coming in, and you need to review. You have this Ten of Swords here, so I feel like, honestly, like this is an attachment to some messaging that you've been getting, or beliefs that you've had, or the way in which you are connecting with others or operating in the world, that I feel like you're ready to drop right now. So this just tends to be this kind of energy. as you're bringing this, having this transformation, make sure you're not hanging on to these toxic patterns. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy. Cancer has to do with the home, potentially with the family and ancestral stuff. It can also have to do with, how do I want to phrase this? It can have to do with the home, it can have to do with the family, and also your sense of security, your sense of feeling at home with a particular situation. So any of those things, you can take that as it's going to resonate here. And it's the house of the mother too, I should note. Okay, so we have air with justice here. Now, air indicates, now for some people, okay, this is not necessarily true for everybody, but for air, some people can be actually physically moving, okay? This may be a card of packing it up and moving. Justice may have to do with legal matters connected to moves, because justice does have to do with legal affairs. Maybe there is some kind of a legal thing. Maybe there's the selling of a house and there's all the red tape that goes along with that. That's a possibility here. But it can also just be, I don't know, again, with this 10 of Swords here, I feel like there may be changes that are coming in. Justice can also represent a truth that's coming in, like a truth that's being communicated to you, okay? Because air can also have to do, like Gemini, with communications. So you may be looking at a situation that has to do with family, where you may be learning a truth, or there may be a truth. And this has also just jumped into my head, so this may or may not, this may just be for one person watching this, but I feel like there may be a truth revealed that causes you to move. I know that sounds odd, but I feel like somebody may be contemplating a move. Maybe you feel like you can't for some reason. Maybe there's something here holding you back, but you're going to discover a truth, I think, that's going to allow that to happen. Maybe it does have to do with something legal. I don't know. But anyway, there definitely seems to be changes and shifts in the home sector. There may be something to do with legal contracts potentially. But if not, then it definitely seems to have to do with discovering some kind of a truth or setting something to right, okay? If this third house does have to do with family for you, then it could be some toxic belief about a situation, okay, that is now going to be set to right, okay? That's another possibility there. Fifth house, Leo energy. This is your own energy. Leo has to do with creativity, children, love affairs, things you do for recreation or for fun. Yeah, and we have the water with the King of Wands. Okay, so depending on where you are, like those of you who are married and are established, then this doesn't apply to you. Single people who are completely not looking for love, this may not apply to you either. But the love aspect of it, okay, water indicates a situation that is moving or changing, okay? There could be strong emotions here. So if, say, your love life has been stagnant, you're not meeting anyone, or things don't seem to be moving with a potential mate, this does seem to indicate movement and change coming. There's going to be a flow. But like water, water ebbs and flows. It has tides. So there could be times when everything is, it seems like it's really moving, then times it can seem like it's slow. There's the ebb and flow to the whole situation. And you have it with the King of Wands. So some of you may be dealing with a fire sign person, maybe an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But whoever this is a person who is determined to get what they want. King of Wands is a real go-getter. Very active, very passionate. So for some of you, maybe this is somebody who is interested in you. And perhaps if you haven't seen movement with this person, you're going to very, very soon. Okay, so for those of you who are established, the other possibilities here, if you have children, okay, this could have to do, again, this might have to do, you may have, well, King of Wands, kings are usually more adult energy. They're not child energy. So there could be some kind of a situation where someone needs to take charge and move a situation along or make a change. You can decide whether that makes any sense. And again, if no children are involved here, then we are looking potentially at a creative project or something. For some of you, with as far as recreation goes, maybe you're going to take some kind of a pleasure trip to where there's water, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to meet a person who's significant here. Whether that person be a friend, whether that person be a lover, or whether they be connected to some creative opportunity or something that you want to do. Because if you are working on a creative project, which is the other aspect of this, again, if there hasn't been movement, it does seem like there's going to be some movement and change. And I feel like you are going to be very determined. You certainly have the skills to do what it is that you want to do. And the King of Wands can be you determined to bring something to completion, to focus on it, or there could be somebody who's going to help you do that. Okay, yeah, as I mentioned, there's a lot of different aspects to these houses. Sixth house, Virgo energy. Virgo has to do with your health, potentially with your employment, if you work for someone, or if you volunteer even for someone. It has to do with service to others. And also if you are have worries or anxieties about something. And I also mentioned that it sometimes is the house of pets as well. I think if you have somebody who's a real animal person like that, that may vibe very heavily in this house, but depending, it may or may not. Okay, so we have Ta with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so Ta is definitely a card of work and of building something. Okay, so this may have to do with a job for some of you. Maybe you have a job that is very hands-on, because Ta has to do with manual dexterity, doing things with your hands, creating something. Okay, and with Six of Pentacles, there's the idea of helping someone. So either you are assisting others financially, or they may be assisting you. So I don't know, some of you, there could be a very crafty or hands-on kind of job where someone is willing to help you. Now, it doesn't have to be a hands-on job. This is Capricorn energy, this can just literally be something that you have been persistently working at. And, some kind of help or assistance coming in. See, this is more in the form of charity rather than working together. But this could be you, or this could be somebody else who's helping you. Okay, so there may be somebody perhaps who's paying you to do something for them or to make something for them. But whatever it is, there's definitely this strong energy of working hard and trying to build something and being supported by others. So it doesn't have specifically to do with a job situation or a service to others. This might have to do with just something you've been worried about, maybe something you've been trying to create and build. I kind of feel like this may be coming up because maybe it's something you want to build on your own and don't necessarily want to rely on other people's resources. That could be an element of this as well. But it may be also saying, don't necessarily turn away help from others, is what I'm kind of feeling here on a particular situation. If this relates to a health matter, these are both very generally very solid earth cards. So if you believe in Ayurvedic medicine, then it may be that you need more kapha or more earth element added to your way of being or to your diet. Usually that's usually like spicy foods and things like that. But I don't feel a strong health angle with this right now. But and I'm always careful to say that whatever I say about health, remember, whatever your situation is, definitely go to a doctor before listening to a tarot reader. So, but nonetheless, there's a very strong earthy vibe here. So for maybe some people, dealing with mental anxieties through emotional grounding and just through patiently working at something. And maybe even sharing with others, because Virgo is definitely the house of sharing, of give and take. So you may be in a position where you give to others and you'll find that you receive as well. Seventh house is Libra energy, and Libra has to do with our relationships. So this is more serious relationships, marriages, legal contracts, anything where there's some kind of a binding agreement here. So, so if you're somebody who's already married, then this may refer to your partner or your partnership. If you're looking for love, or if you're looking to see if a certain relationship will turn into a long-term committed partnership or marriage, that would also be addressed here. And if you're in some kind of contract or business relationship, that would be here as well. And interestingly, you've got Earth with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, Earth here can mean a couple of things. Now, you could be dealing with an Earth sign person, although we see kind of an Aries kind of person down here. You could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn here with Earth. Doesn't have to be. There's a strong financial component to this. So this could be a partner who has money. It can also be a partner who, it can also be a situation where you need to keep your feet on the ground and build something slowly and steadily. With the Wheel of Fortune, okay, there's two possibilities here too. There's an element of destiny to the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this could be a karmic relationship, which, by the way, doesn't have to mean this is your true love happily ever after. It could just mean somebody coming around or somebody coming back around. And you are perhaps learning something in your cycle from being with this person. But it can indicate something coming out of the blue or out of your control. So, for example, if you're looking for a committed relationship and you've been doing this by going on dating sites or going to things specifically designed to meet other people, this would be something that would happen more spontaneously than that. I think it's more of a destined kind of relationship, or something something that has gravity to it. This is a major arcana card, so this does have to do with something, a relationship of great significance to your path and to your path forward. But this may be something that you're building slowly right now, or there may be some kind of financial component to this. For some of you, this may not be a marriage, this may be a business partnership. But if you are married, this could have to do with something happening that's allowing you and your partner maybe slowly building something, planting the seeds for something, maybe, and it just seems like maybe there's just inevitable changes that are coming. But overall, Earth would be a very good sign financially, okay? So there could be a financial partnership here, whether it's a marriage or not, that's going to be beneficial. So take that as it resonates. 8th house is the sun. So, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the card, the sun. 8th house is Scorpio. Okay. The Scorpio energy is about transformation. So this is about big changes, life, death changes, things like that. Scorpio can have to do with other people's money. So this joint finances. I always feel like the cards here tend to represent changes that are going on a broader scale, like things that are not just, these are not just about little details or little events in your life, but bigger things. Now you've got Sirius with the sun. So Sirius, okay, a lot of people have been getting this. This is Aquarian energy. As we know, Pluto has moved into Aquarius. So there's a lot of deep transformational work that seems to be going on. And indeed, you do have this 10 of Swords in your first house. So I feel like you are deeply transforming. Sirius gives us exercise, okay? It can be literal physical exercise, but it can be mental exercise too. This is a way of exercising, stretching our boundaries, thought experiments, saying, what if that crazy idea actually could work? You want to stretch the limits of your thinking. You don't, like with the devil here, you don't want to be thinking about things the same old way. We're moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius in terms of depth of experience here. So yeah, there's a sense here of being able to take the rough with the smooth and learning. There's definitely an expansion of thought, but this may require some mental energy, because it's not always easy for us to change our thoughts. Now the sun is great. This is one of the happiest cards in the deck. It brings clarity. The sun comes out. You're actually able to see something for where it is. There's happiness. There's movement in a positive direction. So that just confirms for me that this 10 of Swords that we see here is a relief. The sun is going to start shining on you. So if it hasn't been, if you've been feeling kind of put upon, tired maybe of all this mental exercise, although maybe, some of this is starting to take root and you're starting to look at things differently. But I feel like the path is clear for you, but you want to allow yourself to think bigger and think unbiasedly, okay? Okay, 9th house, this is Sagittarius energy. And Sag has to do with expanding your horizons, okay? Higher education, or even just going for a certification or something with education. It can have to do with deeper thought, spiritual thought, philosophy, religion. Your belief systems may be changing, or expanding those, or going deeper into those with a mentor or something. It can have to do with travel, like long distance travel, going far away, not just what you're doing, not the short distance travel that we had in the 3rd house. So there's definitely a deepening of your thought, expansion of your horizons in the Sagittarius house. It's about freedom. And you have the 4 of Cups with the winged disc. Okay, there's some, okay, the message that I just got in my head is, there's an opportunity. It's either some kind of opportunity. I feel like, okay, for some of you, I feel like it's actually about moving far away. This is something that you can do, but you're missing and you're thinking you can't do it. So when I look down at this 4th house here and see justice with this, I feel like whatever this truth is that's being revealed here, this is saying, like whatever this is necessary to be revealed here, because there is something, I feel like some of you maybe want to move away or want to go someplace far, but you've been feeling like there's no opportunity to do this. But here's the opportunity. So it's saying, look over here. Don't miss the opportunity. There's a truth that's coming in. Don't miss the opportunity. So something maybe you falsely believed, like, oh, I've wanted to move or I've wanted to do this and I can't because of factors X, Y, and Z, whatever they are. This may be saying, no, but you will have the opportunity. There is a way. There is an option. Okay? So that may be true for some of you. Okay? Now, if you're not planning on a big move or anything like that, nonetheless, there seems to be some kind of great opportunity. Maybe it's connected to education. For some of you, if it's connected to a religious institution or something, or to your beliefs. It may be that, winged disc it's like the sun. I mean, it shines the sun on it. You have the ability to expand your horizons. Excuse me. High allergy day today. So you may have a chance to expand your horizons here, but right now you may not be looking at it. So don't miss opportunities here. Okay, Capricorn energy, 10th house. This is career, fame, reputation, what you want to leave for people. Sometimes it's father energy. Okay, we have Sphinx with the World. So this is interesting. There's been a few signs, and I can't remember if yours is one of them, where Sphinx has come up a lot, where it's almost like saying you need to, it's like this Nephthys energy in the first house. Wait and see, in terms of either legacy, or in terms of, making a move in your career of some kind. There's kind of this wait and see energy, because there's a suggestion here that some secret is about to be revealed, which is interesting. There's definitely a vibe here, like with Justice down here, Nephthys over here, and 10 of Swords. Like, I don't know. I almost feel like who you thought you were and where you're going is not who you are and where you're going. Like, there's something, and I don't mean that negatively. I mean, I feel like everything is much more positive than it appears. I mean, you've got the sun, you've got the winged disc, you've got the wheel of fortune. Like, something's coming in that's going to bring a big change here. And it's telling you want to wait and see. You don't want to jump the gun. And you've got the world, yeah. I mean, when I said to somebody about long distance travel, world can be traveling far away, maybe even to another country. So maybe some of you are going to start a career in another country. Doesn't have to be, obviously. But the world definitely will bring something to a successful conclusion. And that's interesting, because we've got this 10 of Swords. And by the way, in the center of the reading, we haven't gotten here yet, we've got death. Big changes. And the wheel of fortune. I don't know, Leo, there's big changes coming here. There's a lot of movement and change in this reading. And I think you are still trying to figure out how you're going to do that. But the world definitely indicates bringing something to a successful conclusion. And with Sphinx, we might be waiting for the next thing to happen here. But this is really interesting to me because, yeah, something is definitely, some chapter in your life has definitely closed. And you are being told to expand your mind and look for new opportunities. I mean, 4 of Cups, the Sirius card. I mean, that's completely about that. So, yeah, let's look at the Aquarius house. That's the 11th house. So this is friendships, your business networks, your social circle, things like that. It can also have to do with your goals and your destiny. We have Buckle of Isis with the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Buckle of Isis, yeah, your hard work on something is going to pay off. And 2 of Pentacles may indicate that you're balancing a lot of different stuff right now. This is a person kind of riding on a unicycle and juggling. You may feel like you're trying to juggle a lot of different things right now. And you may have to reset your priorities, and you may have to choose. But again, this is a card of change. I always feel like the 2 of Pentacles is a card of natural change, like the Wheel of Fortune. And this is happening not only in your friendship sector, so this could indicate new friends, efforts that you're maybe you could get out and expand your network can be rewarded here. I feel like there is support, like we have the 6 of Pentacles now over here as well, so I feel like there is support for you and for what it is you're trying to do. You just want to let go of those old beliefs over here. But yeah, and 2 of Pentacles, though, there's a strong element of decision here, of being a decision time, making a decision to go for your dreams, really. And it's saying that the efforts that you put into that are most definitely going to be rewarded. So let's look at the 12th house. This is Pisces. So this is where your fears are. This is what you're afraid of, what's hidden, what maybe you're not showing to people. Okay, we have, oh, wow, fire with the Page of Wands. So a fire is lit here. There's an inspiration. Page of Wands is group messages, new ideas, all very, very positive energy, enthusiasm. So this is weird. Like, I think this is that TV show. What was it called? Curb Your Enthusiasm. I feel like that's what's going on here. Like you are fired up. You have this enthusiastic energy. You have this inspiration. But somehow, I guess, maybe in the wake of recent changes, you're still kind of hanging back here and saying, okay, well, let me digest these changes, and wait, I don't want to get too excited too soon, but there's going to be truths coming in here, and overall, yeah, I mean, big changes here. Now, it's interesting because you have it with Lotus, and Lotus sometimes means continuity rather than change. However, I think in this case, there may be anxiety about recent changes, and Lotus is saying you do not need to worry. Everything that's happening, first of all, I'm looking, okay, how many majors do you have here? You have the Devil, you have Justice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana out of 13, okay? That's a pretty big, that suggests to me that there is, actually, do I have that right? Let me do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I was right. Okay, for some reason I didn't think I counted the world last time. This is major change. This is change that is out of your, it's not just that it's out of your control, it's also where the universe is pushing you. This is where you're going in the direction you're supposed to be going. And maybe some of these changes make you feel a little uncomfortable or lacking in confidence, but you fundamentally here are changing. There is big change afoot. And the Lotus is saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry that you're going to fail or you're going to fall, or even if you're losing something in the process here, or if you're giving something up, okay? Probably, again, some of these old beliefs about something. It doesn't matter. Whatever is going away is going to be replaced with something better. So don't let that worry you. Let's see what we have here in the astrology cards. So what does Leo need to know for the week of February 27th through March 3rd? Apologies for the sniffles today. I always start these readings and I have none of that going on. And as I start talking, it all starts to go on. Okay. So your card for this week is Air Element, communicating. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So first of all, yeah, for some of you, definitely travel. Air can indicate that you are going to be taking a significant trip. Okay, that may not be for everybody, but that is definitely an aspect of air. The other possibility is that, yeah, communication in a situation is key. Now, if I look at your communication house and you have the Devil here with Horus, yeah, there's a need to counteract any kind of toxic communications or toxic information, or something that just may represent an attachment, whether it's mental, physical, or otherwise. Maybe an obsession with something in somebody's case, with the Devil. Communications right now can help you reach truth and rid those toxic patterns. Okay. Yeah, you are definitely, you definitely have help. You are definitely on track to move ahead with your goals and dreams, especially if you're talking about something connected to communication, writing, social media, or actual travel. Okay, or moving. There's definitely, you have a little bit here in terms of needing to be less conflicted when it comes to money, let go of these old beliefs, expand your thoughts and your horizon. And there's still this element that you are waiting because some kind of a truth is about to present itself. But whatever it is, I feel like it's propelling you towards expansion, whether that expansion means literal travel and moving, or whether this is just expanding your social network, expanding your, whatever it is you're trying to do in terms of work or business or something. There's something is closing out, and there's definitely a sense of there's opportunities you may not be seeing right now. So Yeah, there's definitely movement and change afoot when we see this air element card. So that's it for this week, Leo. I hope this reading was helpful. If you did like this video, again, please leave a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you choose. Let me know how I did. And if you like this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that if I change up the schedule on these, then at least you'll know when videos are coming out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.